myself, Farah Mokwana, Assistant Professor of EC Department at LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology. Welcome to the session of Digital System Design. In today's session, we will see unit number 1, that is a review of number systems, logic gates and Boolean algebra. Now, what do you mean by number system? As we know that there are total 4 types of number system like hexadecimal, decimal, binary and octal. Apart from that, logic gates are like AND or NOT, XOR, XNOT, NAND and NOR, and Boolean algebra, which is used to simplify the logical circuits, right? In today's session, we will see the conversion of truth table to the Boolean function using SOP and BOS. We will see one example based on that. Alright. First, converting from truth table to the Boolean function. Now, we know that in designing a digital circuit, we require a truth table. From the truth table, we are able to convert the truth table into the specific Boolean expression, and from that Boolean expression we are able to derive its logical circuit. Based on that, how many numbers of gates are required, and if number of gates are increased, then the cost of a circuit will also going to be increased. So the designing part is very critical of digital circuit. Alright. So we determine the designing task, that means which type of digital circuit requires for performing a specific operation with the help of truth table. Alright. Now, conversion from truth table to Boolean function, there are basically 2 ways. First one is using sum of products, or I can say mean terms, and second is using product of sum, that means max term, right? As we know, first, sum of product, that means it is the product of mean terms. Alright. If we can say that product of n variable, then it requires at that many numbers of gates. For example, I have 3 variables like a, b and c over here, a, b and c. So with the help of this a, b and c variable, we can say that my total combinations are 8, right? Like a, b, c, that means 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, up to 1, 1 and 1, right? So total combinations are 8 based on 2 raised to 3, that is 8. Alright. So how to write the mean terms? Method is, if the variable has a value is equals to 0, that means we need to take as a complement, that is a dash. Alright. And if the value is equals to 1, we need to take it as it is. Alright. Over here, a, b and c, that means 0, 0, 0, first one. Alright. So a dash, b dash, c dash. Alright. Similarly, for 0, 0, 1, it means a dash, b dash and c. Why c? Because the value of c is 1. Alright. So up to 1, 1, 1, the last term. Alright, this is last term. Means value of a, b and c all having a value is equals to 1. So we need to take it as a value as it is, that means a, b and c, as well as it is called sum of product, that means all 3 variables are product with each other. And in the last column you can see the product. What does it mean? It means that particular mean term that we need to consider for designing a logical circuit. If over here for the first term, if it is 0, then we don't need to take that variable. Okay, but over here all ones are there, that means we need to take all the variables, all the mean terms. Alright. Similarly, for 0, 1, 0, the third one, 0, 1, 0, that means value of a is equals to 0, means a dash. Value of b is equals to 1, that means b. And value of c is equals to 0, that means c dash. So a dash, b, c dash. Alright. So the mean term is products of n variable. Alright. It is also known as SOP. Apart from that, it is represented as summation sign, that is sigma. And if I want to represent the mean term, so it is represented with the help of small m. Alright? Next, second method, max term. Now max term means what? Max term means product of sum. That means we are going to represent a sum of all n variables. Over here we have taken three variables x, y and z, right? So based on three variables, the total combinations are 8. As we know, 3 variables means 2 raised to 3, that is 8. Alright? Apart from that, what is the difference between the mean term and max term? We know that in mean term, if the value of variable is equals to 0, then we need to take it as a dash. But for the max term, we need to take it as it is, if its value is equals to 0. Alright? So basically max term is the complement of mean term. Alright? Apart from that, mean term is represented by small m and the max term is represented by capital M. Second difference, mean term is represented as summation symbol and the max term is represented as pi symbol. In the example, while we are going to do the simplification of logical circuit from the truth table, it is already noted in the example that whether we need to simplify with the help of mean term or max term. Alright? See, this truth table defines the main difference between what is mean term and what is the max term. From the first case, for the mean term, its value is x, y, z, 0, 0, 0. We know that. That means x dash, y dash and z dash. Right? It is represented as m0. Alright? Small m0. For the max term, on the rightmost side, the term is represented as x plus y plus z. What does it mean? It represents that if the variable has a 0 value, then we need to take it as it is. Alright? So, x plus y plus z. Over here, as it is known as a product of sum, all three variables are going to be represented and separated by plus sign in the max term, while in the mean term it is going to be represented as a multiplication, or I can say product term. Alright? So max term is known as sum term and the mean term is known as product term. Alright? Apart from that, as I have told you that max term is represented by capital M. So capital M0, M1, M2, M3, M4, M5 up to M7. Right? Similarly for mean terms, small m0, small m1, m2, m3, m4 up to m7. Alright? So this is the basic difference between mean term and the max term. Alright? Now we will see one example using mean term as well as using max term. First, the truth table is given. Alright? Now, there are total 3 variables a, b and c and the function is given as f. Over here, what the 0 and 1 represents? We know that 0 and 1 means binary value. Why binary value? Because a digital circuit only accepts the value in terms of binary, either 0 or 1. Right? So, 3 variables a, b and c means what? A dash, b dash, c dash. Right? Second, a dash, b dash, c. Why it is called like that? Because we are going to simplify using the mean terms. Right? Second, third, 0, 1, 0 means what? A dash, b, c dash. But over here the truth table is given. So we don't need to take all the mean terms. We need to take the mean terms at where the 1 is present. So we can say that 1 is presented for only 4 places. For the second, for 4th, 5th and for the 7th. Alright? Now, how to write its Boolean function? Method is, first, f is equals to A dash B dash C, or I can say A bar B bar C. See over here. We have taken the first term A bar B bar and C. Why? Because a 1 is presented over there. So we can't take the first one, that is A dash B dash C dash, because over there 0 is there. So we need to consider that mean term only where a 1 is present, right? Now next, A B bar C bar. Why? Because over there 1 is present. Alright? Next, A B bar C. Why? Because the 1 is presented over there. And the last one, that is M7. M7 means 1 1 1. We know that the 7 is converted into the binary. We know that it is called the 1 1 and 1. Alright? So it is like A, B, C. All these 4 midterms are separated by plus sign. You can say that this product A dot B dot C, that is the first midterm. Before that, A B bar C, second midterm. Before that, A B bar C bar, third midterm. And the fourth one, A bar B bar C. So all these 4 midterms are product with each other. But apart from that, each and every midterm are going to be combined with a sum. That's why it is called sum of product, or I can say SOP. And second is using midterms. Alright.